Hey yo, what is up? This is the very successful Zaopin Z2 in a new custom colorway in collaboration with the artist Nachocustomz, and just got this and we are going to unbox it and check it out together. How about that? Now this is a mouse I have reviewed like 3 months ago, and as it turns out, this is my best performing mouse in Kovacs ever. Now there's no scientific explanation why. The best I can deduce is it's probably a combination of the comfortable shape and the large skates that are included. Same packaging, comes with a bag, the mouse wrapped up, accoutrements at the bottom. Let's open it all up and I'll keep you in suspense for a little bit for the mouse. What do you have in here? A lot of extra skates, screwdriver, grip tape, 4K dongle. What's in here? It looks like the cable should be in here. Also wrapped up in plastic. It's a white cable, so it looks pretty nice as well. But let's pull out the mouse and have a look at it. Wow, custom art from Nachocustomz. So really nice. Really like the white color with the graffiti artist, kind of like the Nachocustomz guy. This comes with TTC golds, and they sound like that, but I'm not really a huge fan of that. But let's put everything away because I'm only interested in the mouse, so leave that here. We'll put all that away and we'll talk about the mouse. One of the features is this mouse has hot swapping capabilities, but you wouldn't know that because it's not pushed as the main feature, but designed as more of an option. Like, the skates are not friendly. You have to rip out the new ones in order to swap out the switches. Maybe the Zaopin design philosophy is more of like they want the mouse to have better serviceability rather than, you know, making the hot swap a main feature of the mouse. They just want you to be able to fix your broken switch or swap them out if you really don't like them. And I don't really like them. They did not intend for the consumer to be modding their mice constantly. Like, for example, like the round mices that, you know, they even have metal sleeves in their screw holes, so that you know they can withstand regular usage. Or, you know, gamers who want to keep swapping out different switches, you won't strip out the screws because they make them they make them durable that way. But that's exactly the first thing I'm going to do, is rip out those skates so that I can switch out the switches. So let's go ahead and look for the correct skates, which is this one. We need this one over here, so let's get rid of this because I want to be able to mod my mouse. Wow, they're stuck on really well as well, so it's not easy to remove them. It's stuck on there pretty well. Look at that, and it's hard. It's like real solid PTFE. Yeah, it's pretty good quality PTFE skates. It does have some paper backing or cardboard maybe, I'm not sure, but these are really nice quality ones. It's a shame I have to rip them out. because they're not made to be removable that way, I suppose. They don't really want you to swap out the skates, because if they did, they would have installed these to begin with, and I hope I align them properly. I hate doing this, even though I've done it hundreds of times. I'd rather not do this. I'd rather have the girls at the factory do this for me, so that it would completely eliminate any kind of mistake I would make. But yeah, that wasn't too hard actually. Some brands are even more difficult than that. But let's set this aside and let's take a listen at the stock TTC switches. Okay, let's start ripping it out and making some changes immediately. I'm gonna need the guitar pick, and here's how you do it. The first thing you do is stick it at the back, twist it, stick it to the side, twist it, and then stick it to the other side, and twist it. This one has not this side has not completely released, so I'm going to help it along the way. There you go. 3 clips at the back. Sorry, 1 clip at the side, 1 clip on this side, 1 clip on this side, and yeah, that's it. I don't know why this screw won't come out, but let's take a look. That's the TTC golds. We're going to remove it, but I don't think my screwdriver is small enough, so we're going to need the tiny screwdriver from inside the bag, which is this one. And the reason why I want to remove and change out the switches is because I don't really fancy the TTC golds that come stock with the Zaopin Z2. I mean, they're all right. I wasn't expecting them to be screwed down so snug, I suppose. But yeah, that's okay. There's one TTC gold, and what I want to do is actually try on. I know they're all good. All the Huanos are really good, but I have taken a liking to these Kailh GM 8.0s for some reason, and I think they would work really nicely here. So that's exactly what I want to do. Put them on and see how I feel. They probably sound the same if I put them up with a mic test, but I'm more concerned about how they're going to feel in the hand. So we've got to loosen this one, 3 screws, which is what I'm going to do right now. And you have to use the provided screwdriver because it's a Phillips, but it is a very tiny Phillips. TTC's out. Kailh GMs, where are you? The black one. Lovely. Let's do it. Now I'm making it look kind of easy because I've done this many times before, but you got to be careful not to break that ribbon connection there. I mean, you can pull it out to make it easier, but I'd rather not move anything that I don't have to move. As far as tightening these side 3 screws to secure the legs. You have to use your feel. You want it snug, but you don't want to tighten it. You just want to screw it down and make sure that it's holding the connection to the feet, and you're good to go. Don't need to tighten it down at all. And to put it back in, this is just sit it there and then you slide it forward and you're done. And then you just clip in the side, the clips on the side, and you're good. Pretty straightforward. You don't even need to put the screws back on if you don't want to, because it's already pretty secure there. But for the sake of a demonstration, we're just going to do it anyway. Again, I didn't check if these screws had metal sleeves in them. I don't feel like it does, because I feel like I'm screwing down into plastic. So I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to be, you know, it's going to be fairly loose, to be honest. Oh, these are so much nicer than the TTC Golds. I'm going to put them aside. I don't want to lose the pick, because the pick is pretty important tool for me. And yeah, let's check it out. Let's do a sound test. So I'm going to put this up against the TTC Gold side by side, and you're going to listen it together and see what the difference is. I think there is a slight sound difference, but it's more of a feel difference that is going to be important. But I mentioned this before, this is my best performing mouse. I did review this a couple of months or 3 months, 4 months ago, the orange version, and for some reason it just did really well in the Kovacs scores. And I think you can attribute that to the shape of the mouse, which is an exact size of the G Pro Superlight. Very comfortable size, very famous size. If you're comfortable with the G Pro Superlight, you're going to be comfortable with the Zaopin Z2. The Zaopin Z2 is just a softer version of the G Pro Superlight. In 2024, if you ask me which mouse should I buy, a Z2 or a G Pro Superlight V2, I'm gonna say get the Zaopin Z2, because you have this option of serviceability. You have this option to switch out the switches if you want to have a different kind of feel. You're still getting the same quality. You can see the thickness of the buttons, the clickiness of mechanical switches, especially this one, the Kailh GM 8.0, is so much better than these hollow sounding optical switches. These are so much more precise, so much better. But again, this is not I won't say the Z2 is an ergo mouse. It is not. An ergo mouse is, this is an ergo mouse, a Pulsar Xlite. Very aggressive, very different kind of shape. You know, you can say this is an ergo, but if it's an ergo, it's a very soft ergo. This is what a real ergo looks like, very aggressive. Even from the bottom, you can see the aggressive nature. The back flares more. The cut of the thumb rest is a lot more. The flare out to the palm of your hand is a lot more. The left to right drop off is sharper. It's just aggressive all round, higher mouse. 4 and mouse 5 buttons, while the Z2 side buttons are more accustomed to that G Pro Superlight height, maybe a little bit higher, but you know, very familiar position side buttons. But you can see something like an Xlite V3, very aggressive compared to this, what I would call an asymmetrical mouse instead of calling it an ergo. But yeah, Zaopin Z2, if you don't know, this is an absolutely amazing mouse you are getting in terms of performance. This is excluding the one-off custom art that you are getting from the Nachocustomz collab. It is very unique. It is pretty cool looking, if I'm being honest. The only problem I have with the Zaopin Z2 is it's not my shape. It's not the shape that I gravitate to. Even the G Pro Superlight, I've had it for more than a year now. You can see it's in brand new condition. I hardly ever use it. This is just my control mouse, because everybody has this mouse, this shape. I always compare any mouse with the G Pro Superlight. But do I use it myself? Not really. It's just not my shape. It's just not, you know, it's not inspiring. When you want a mouse that you want to use all the time, you also want a mouse that appeals to your style. You know, you want it to have a sexy look. You want it to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's got to have that je ne sais quoi. It's got to have that something to spark a fire in your belly. So for me, this shape is not my favorite shape, even though it's my best performing mouse ever. Very good mouse, very safe shape, but I like a dangerous shape. I like something fancy. I like something sexy, and that's why I don't traditionally go for a safe shape like a Zaopin Z2. But you know, this is going to work for a lot of people. If you're coming from that G Pro Superlight world, this is going to do it for you. Anyway, that is my Zaopin Z2 Nachocustomz collab mouse. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.